Possible entry on JCSE. Oh, that was a disaster. Morning traders, welcome back. So that trade was basically the summary of my whole entire trading day today. It was a little bit stressful. I just could not get into any sort of groove. I was up around 500 today, and then I ended the day down $99. And at one point I was just like, I'm gonna stop. Somehow I had a lot of big losers, and all my winners were just like little batches here and there of scratches and scalps. And I was like, why am I not getting any good winners? But it was a little bit me. Today my execution wasn't that good. In my replay video, I literally was calling out moves on BBBY and some other tickers, and then I ended up losing money on them. So it was one of those days where you're just not in the flow. Who knows? Like the tickers weren't great for my strategy personally. It was a little bit more like pop and then drop, and lack of really good continuation. Although I gotta say, SAVA, big slap in the face right here. I pretty much was looking at some other tickers and, you know, trading a bunch of fumble stuff, and then I kind of threw in the towel, and then I started watching SAVA here, and then I do a few more trades, I think on CGC, where I lose some money. All the while SAVA perfect, you know, 9 EMA pullbacks and everything. So we did get a ticker today, SAVA. They actually followed my strategy and was decent to trade. I just did not trade this ticker. It was literally the only thing I didn't trade today, which is sometimes how it works, right? That's just the luck of the draw. And, you know, here you can see my win risk reward ratio isn't really that bad. It's kind of close to 1-to-1. I had some okay winners, and I also had some okay losers in terms of size. But my win ratio today was just really not there. I was not able to get on a groove on any one ticker. You can see my average position size here, also very small, the cost per position, just because I didn't feel like there was a ticker that I really wanted to start sizing up into. And luckily, you know, yesterday I was able to have 2 small days instead of, you know, having bigger red days. It was a little bit unfortunate because both of these days were originally little base hit green days. I mean, nothing crazy. I think yesterday I was up like 300, and today I was up like 4 something. Actually, let me show you guys exactly what I was up. I was up today, 390. So I wasn't up that much, but, you know, I just kind of wasn't able to keep my profits today. A little bit like yesterday, just wasn't able to keep those profits, which is fine. It is what it is. Hopefully I'll be back in action tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be in a bit more of a flow state. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the heat. It's been really hot. I even got my ventilator blowing right now, which is a fan for all of you Americans. I actually didn't know what a ventilator was either. I thought it was like this crazy AC unit, something, because I'm from Florida, we say fan. And then, you know, my girlfriend here in Germany, she's like, yeah, we need a ventilator. I'm like, I don't know what a ventilator is. Sounds expensive. It's just a fan. Anyway, let's go through these tickers. JCSE, this was the one you guys saw. I got stuck in this flush. You know, I bought the pullback. I even had a pretty decent entry here, like really low in the 9 EMA, but like this flush was just wicked. It was 17%. So I cut really quickly, like you guys saw. It's not worth holding those. You know, if news is pending and it just continues dropping, and all of a sudden you get stuck in a downwards halt, yeah, it's a disaster. It's happened to me before. You really don't want that. So I'm quick to cut losses. BBBY, kind of a stressful ticker here. I called both of these pullbacks out in the recording, and I lost on both of them for some weird reason. At the market open, I was not interested in trading BBBY. It was just, you know, this has been a multi-day runner. It's a great potential swing trade if you're getting some nice support buys, but it's not for me for day trading at the moment. GNUS, what do we got here on this one? GNUS. I think this was another ticker that just popped up really quick and then died off. Yeah, so I traded it right here. My trade's not popping up. And then boom, a huge flush happened. And then, like, in the same microsecond, literally like millisecond, it pops right back up. I close my position. I'm like, I have no idea what just happened. And it's weird. You know, we've been seeing a lot of these, like, quick flash pullbacks. And even sometimes I'll have my limit order, let's say, like, right around here. And it goes way below my limit order and pops right back up, and I don't get filled. So I honestly don't totally know what these things are. If you guys have any better insights than I do on what these wicks are, I'm all ears, because they can't just be normal random market orders. Market orders don't even go through at this point. So maybe it's somebody executing a limit order at like a perfect spot. I really don't know. That's probably what it would have to be, someone taking a specific limit order. But why would they take a lower limit order than mine, which is at a higher price? That doesn't really make sense to me. Anyway, what we got? CGC, this is the ticker I was trading late a little bit of FOMO trading here. Either way, I don't know, two small red trades. Nothing really worth talking about. Kirk, another ticker that just popped up. I ended up trading this one late. By the time I was trading it, no more momentum. So man, just a lot of tickers that really didn't amount to much. FUBU, another ticker that I just took a quick stab at, but unfortunately for me again, where was it? It was pre-market somewhere in this area. I ended up trading it. I think it was right here. The problem was, like, this is actually an okay front side, but it was only up like 16% or so. So even if I saw it earlier, which I didn't, I think I saw it somewhere in this rally right here, I don't think I would have actually got aggressive or traded it with big size. So again, just not enough volume on that one, not enough percent gapper. BBIG, so much stuff today. Again, a multi-day runner, a little bit like BBBY. This one actually had some good potential. For some reason, my traits aren't showing up. Let me see if I can get them to appear. Yeah, here we go. So I actually had an okay trade right here. I just did a smaller size, and I think the first one was a loser, and then the second one, I just didn't have the conviction to really hold. And this was a really, really quick scalp. No, the first one was actually a winner, and the second one I gave back on. I wasn't able to hold through this breakout. So I don't know, maybe I was a little bit just sporadic today. I just couldn't really dial in on any ticker. I mean, what is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I traded 9 tickers today. That's a lot. So yeah, a little all over the place for sure. No, nice little front side for sure. Relative volume, just not that great on some of these tickers. They're all like across the board, not beautiful. And just a lot of upside resistance. And a lot of people just spread across too many tickers. You could really feel it. So, get a quick pop, and then maybe traders jump over to it. It gets like maybe one more green candle, then it ends up dying again. I could have been a bit more aggressive on EAR, but at the time, I was actually trading BWV, and this ticker was working pretty well for me. I was pretty in the flow on this one. I didn't trade it. I didn't trade it pre-market. Relative volume, not great, though. And wow, so much resistance on this ticker. It's a bit of a back holder ticker for sure, so you can really feel that. I traded the breakout here, so the market opened and I got aggressive on it, and it actually ended up, I did trade it one time pre-market, just small size though. I traded it here and then here. That's where I made most of my money, and then I traded it, I think, one more time. Well, I definitely traded it here, but I'm just trying to think what my plan was here. Yeah, I was buying the pullback and then I kind of scratched it. Could have been a lot better though. And believe it or not, I actually ended up giving back most of my profit here and then again here, which is crazy because this was a huge 17% breakout. I was super dialed in on this one, and again, I missed my entry by like a hair. Really frustrating. I literally had a whole recap video about when you see a good setup like this, you got to get aggressive. It doesn't matter if you're 1 cent or 2 cents off. But I had so many bad trades today that somehow I just did not see the conviction. I was in so many trades today where there was a good pullback like this and it ends up pulling back more. I get stopped out and then it pops up. So I was like, oh, this time, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious. I don't know. It just wasn't my day. Like, I always had the right ideas, but I just could not execute properly. And that's just how it is. Sometimes day trading, you're just, I don't know what it is. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You're just not in the flow. The tickers aren't really, vibing to how you flow mentally in your strategy. And you have a day like this or like a day like yesterday for me. The important part is you just got to focus on risk management. You got to understand that maybe today's not the best day ever. There's always those days where you're super in the flow and you're really making money, and that's when you want to size. That's when you want to go all out. On a day like today, I could keep trying to make back my losses, but most likely I'll keep digging myself in a hole. So there's really no point in that, and there's just, might as well just walk away, call it, I already overtraded today. It's almost 11 o'clock. And live my life. After all, I didn't become a trader so I can stare at a screen all day, and that's always a really important fact to remember. And there is one last thing I wanted to say. I noticed there's a lot of people not subscribed. It's been a bit of a new trend, which is kind of interesting. So we're getting a lot of new faces. Definitely consider subscribing. I got my portfolio here, and I share everything that I'm doing in the recaps and in my live recordings. It's this day trading Momo portfolio right here. And right now we're well on our way to getting to our next milestone of $250,000. So we broke the $100,000 milestone. Gotta get to that $250,000 and then $500,000 and then $1 million. That's the goal. It's been a really, really slow 2021, but right now you really feel things heating up. You can also see my volume starting to increase again, which is really nice. So as much as I want summer to just last forever, I'm also really excited for summer to come to a close and then get into some really, really nice late Q3 and Q4 trading where there's typically more volume. I can't wait for that. Anyway, guys, that's all for this recap video. I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.